Hi everyone, it's the 22nd of August. Now we have the red support right there that I showed yesterday still holding, and the blue bottom band hasn't been tested just yet. It is a potential support, which I mentioned yesterday. I thought maybe it wants to test and then rally, but it hasn't even been tested yet. So if it does get tested and if it holds, this entire move will start to basically get to, I believe, if it does hold, it may get to a new all-time high. It may even penetrate back into this green major broken uptrend. So that is going to be very critical. If this blue bottom band holds, we rally, and if it could get to the previous highs of 5,725 easily. So this is a very, very strong trend that we had that has been forming since the August 5th. Now, again, SPX cash, the red internal support slightly broken, but it's that blue bottom band that could be holding. And I'm just going to show you, yesterday I mentioned about a potential uptrend that could form as well, which is also from the lows of beginning of August. It's that purple one. The top band is here. The second touch on that top band, even if that blue bottom band doesn't hold, it may get to the purple bottom band. That blue one is not. If it doesn't hold, that purple bottom band will be the next potential support, and of course this red bottom band as well. So there's quite a few plays here, but the bullish case is still on. And don't believe, well, don't try to catch the tops and try to short this market. Again, I repeat many times, it's much better to buy the lows, buy the bottoms, and then run it. The green, sorry, on the Dow Jones, the blue resistance right there, three touch, fourth, fifth, it is grinding higher. It may still get stuck here, come back to that green, come to the green bottom band, and if it does hold, we're going to get to 41,500 plus. And this is Dow Jones Cash, so I'm going to make it green as well. It's the same lines, the same potential channel. The green top band, 1, 2, 3 touches. It may get to the green bottom band and start to rally all the way to that green major resistance. From, you can see here, that resistance is a long term. This is high of 22, high of 24 March. This is the high of July 24. We may get to that green top band if this green bottom band gets tested and if it holds. NASDAQ futures continuous futures. That red bottom band wasn't tested properly just yet, which may happen today. It didn't even test it, may touch it, and if it does hold, we're going to get to probably to a new all-time high. I think our target is still a new all-time high on all these markets. Right, I'm going to show something here, kind of an up to sideways trend here, this black one, two touches on both sides. Clearly, if we get to that black top and come back down to the red and then rally, I think there is going to be so much more upside to that previous all-time high at $21,000. Is it going to break the red or ignore the red, come back down? Then that purple bottom band is going to be obviously our next potential support. So I'm going to put it like this here. That purple bottom band right here, and then I'm going to put another parallel line here so that we could basically capture the next low if that red bottom band doesn't really hold. NASDAQ cash, since the break of the blue resistance, that red one, we rallied. It's massive surge. This green internal support is holding. We may break it today, come back to the golden bottom band, and from there, there is still going to be more upside. So the race to the all-time high is still on. Russell is inside this red uptrend, and it has now broken that blue resistance with natural market forces, and I think we're going to recover all this lost ground, and it's going to get to that 2350 and maybe even break it. FTSE 1, 2, 3, 4 touches on that green resistance. So far it hasn't broken, but I think it will. This red broken resistance got back tested. This was a deep back test, but it still managed to hold. And we have this blue uptrend that is running things right now. First, second, third, and fourth, like 2 touches on both sides. DAX is also, look at this beauty. It is looking very good, but this blue support, which has how many touches now? 3 touches on that. 1, 2, 3. If you see it as a rail, more touches on that. If it gives way, I think we're going to see it coming down to that red bottom band. If it does hold, I'm going to be a buyer of DAX. Ideal scenario is that it gets to that purple, come back down to that red bottom band, and then it rallies to break that purple resistance rail. And you can see CAC, the French index, it has broken to the upside. Yeah, that purple top downtrend. It left a small gap, so we may get a back test at some point. And from that back test, I think it's going to rally at least to this blue broken support for a back test. Okay, that blue support, I thought maybe it's going to come down to the red inside the purple, but it didn't. It already has broken that purple bull flag, which has formed since April. That is a long-term bull flag, has broken to the upside, which is why I'm very bullish on the French index. May come down for a back test, and from there I'm expecting more upside. TLT is still targeting 100 plus, probably 101 to test that green top band. I gave you at 89. We are at 98 now. So around 88, 89, I remember the golden bull flag was broken, back tested, so many calls. That blue resistance break was bullish. Now the green top band is a potential major resistance that is coming our way. And the 10-year treasury note may touch that blue top band and reverse there. So got to be careful there. Oil, this is US oil, is still selling after the break off. There was a green uptrend that broke down, remember? Came up, then came down. It is touching new lows below the 5th of August low. That didn't surprise us at all. The purple downtrend was almost broken to the downside. I'm just going to put something here as a potential downtrend scenario, which is going to be this purple resistance and support line. So I'm still very bearish for the short term, and I think we're going to get to that blue bottom band. That is going to be around $70. And from there, if that blue bottom band holds, we rally to $80 and even break it. So just be careful around $70 on the US oil, on the current contract, of course. This is Brent oil that failed the bull flag. It invalidated the bull flag, back tested it twice. It's inside this golden downtrend. So if it touches that golden top band, I'm still expecting more downside towards 75 or even $74.50. And then from there, we may see a major low. And that major low also is going to coincide with that green support rail that I showed in yesterday's video. We are very close to this blue support rail from lows of 21, 23. Yeah, it's a very long-term support rail, and I don't think that is going to be broken. Obviously, if it does, then yeah, oil is going to get into more trouble. This is the red potential downtrend on the natural gas, but I think the September contract is much more valuable at the moment. That blue top band together with the golden top band, that held, and since then it's been turning south. The obvious target will be this red bottom band. Okay, if this red bottom band holds, we may rally and break it to the upside. but I think the target is here, which is at 2075. That's where it's headed. But then after that, it may form this red bull flag and break everything to the upside. But long-term target is still 130 in September time. Gold spot chart is backtesting this golden broken resistance. 1, 2, 3 touches. We broke it, backtest, and it is trying to move again. I'm going to look at it in a bit more 2-hourly chart. Do we have a small bull flag here? Or we may have the formation of a bull flag. And I'm going to put it like this here, okay? So if that black top band holds, this is a 2-hourly chart. It's inside this green uptrend. It is still above that golden support, which is very bullish, obviously. This is a giant sideways channel that was broken to the upside and got back tested. We may get a touch on that black top band, come back down to this green bottom band, and then from there rally towards 2,575. I'm watching to buy gold one more time. Of course, this blue resistance breaks, so I don't think gold is going to drop below 2480 for a very long time, especially if this black top band or if this black bull flag after the formation can be broken to the upside. This is silver. It stalled at the red top band. It may still come down, really. So we will see how this unfolds. I still wish that it came down towards $25 so that we could buy that triple support, but it looks like it doesn't want to do that. It really is standing there. There is no sale. There's no selling. So is it going to eventually break that red top band? I'm going to now put also something here as a potential uptrend right there. So if that black top bottom band holds, it may really rally and break it to the upside. Obviously, if it comes to the black bottom band, it ignores it completely or comes down, bounces a little bit, and then breaks it to the downside, that would be a bear flag breakdown. And platinum, remember that green top band, it was a potential resistance, but it held really. So this green channel is a potential bear flag. Clearly, if this bear flag breaks and that golden resistance, 1, 2, 3 touches, imperfect touch, but it's still held, is it going to be broken to the upside? So my guess is, not guess, but my action would be buy platinum if it goes beyond 978 or so on the spot chart. Get ready to buy platinum if it does that. But of course, if it comes down, breaks this blue support, 1, 2, 3, 4 touches, it's coming closer to that level. Anything below 955 is going to look bearish because it may get to the green bottom band and even break it to the downside to touch the previous lows at least just around 910. So again, price action trumps everything, most important thing, and I'm trying to read these price action based on these lines, resistance and support lines, which we did on the red bull flags breakout, but of course it may still come down. So price action is very important. I don't use any moving averages, indicators whatsoever. I find lines much more telling, and the other ones are much more sloppier in my view. This is copper, and I had suspected that this golden bottom band is going to be tested, and is it going to hold here, touch that red, and then come down? So it is now getting tested, right? 1, 2, 3 touches. This is the third touch. If it wants to rally, keep on rallying, it has to bounce and start to go from here. Okay, let's have a look at that. Oh, sorry. Like this, first, second, third. And if it touches the blue bottom band, it may still rally towards that. If it touches that, it is testing the golden bottom band. Obviously, it should normally start to rally from here. Okay, if I make it as a rail, 1, 2, it should rally to keep on going to that red top band. Okay, and the level is going to be 415.50. Well, 415, let's put it this way, or we're at 416. So somewhere around here, we are very close to that golden bottom band. To be very precise, I put it like this. So today it has to start to bounce and get to that red top band. And the red top band is at 425. If it can break 425, I'm expecting a really strong rally by copper. Let's have a look now at euro. This green resistance was broken. This is the high of 21, high of 23, high of 24. It was broken. And the golden rising channel, this ascending channel, was broken to the upside. That is, of course, very bullish, very, very bullish. So we may get a back test at some point, but then after that, I'm expecting the rally to continue. Same with pound sterling. It has clearly broken that golden resistance. It is breaking this purple resistance as well. It has already done it. We may get a back test, and then after that, massive upside towards 140, 145. That red top band, that's the minimum target of this. This is the Brexit dump, obviously, and it may get to that Brexit dump's top right there at around 148, 147.50, 148. US dollar, Japanese yen has broken the red, so UJ is looking very bearish. Or we may backtest that red. I'm not saying it will, but it is looking very bearish to me at the moment, because this red giant uptrend was broken to the downside recently. So it may get to that blue plus red at some point, which is going to be around 152, and from there more downside. DXY, the US dollar index, is looking very bearish, obviously. Is it now the next, maybe something like this? I think the next medium-term target is going to be this, which is going to be, I'm going to put that in blue color, right? That blue resistance couldn't be broken. I'm going to remove that. The red, so the golden channel was broken to the downside. The red bull flag broken to the downside and back tested, which is why US dollar turned south big time. And the obvious target is this blue bottom band, okay? That's the minimum target that we're going to have. And obviously, if it gets completely ignored, then there is going to be obviously more downside towards so the obvious, for the moment, the target is 99.75 or so. So we're going to see whether it can get there or not. Aussie dollar is climbing. It is grinding higher. And the blue top band is the next potential major resistance. If it gets there, we may see one more pullback. And the most bullish one, or the bullish signal after euro and pound, is the Kiwi, which is now grinding higher. It is slowly but surely breaking this golden major resistance. I think it's going to get to the blue top band, pull back, and then break it to the upside. US dollar CAD obviously is also breaking that blue major support, or trying to break it, which is why US dollar is looking very, very soft. Now, let's have a look at coffee. 255, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 touches on that blue internal resistance. If it goes beyond 255, we're going to get 275 very easily. Maybe a pullback after that, and then 300. And at 300, it would break a major sideways channel, a decade-long sideways channel. I'm going to show that if and when we get there. Wheat is going to touch that green plus red double support. I think we're going to see it rallying from that level. And I'm going to give you the exact level, which is going to be at 517, 516.50. From there, I'm expecting a rally. The end of August is going to be the contract expiry. So this is the September contract, and it's coming in a week's time. We are going to switch to the next contract, but this one is still on the continuous futures charts. So I'm still going to refer to the September contract for the for this current action. If this red bottom band holds, it also has the previous lows. As you can see, buyers came in at around 515, 516. We may touch that again and then rally to that red top band and even maybe break it to the upside. Soybeans had broken the blue downtrend to the downside after breaking the green downtrend to the downside and back tested. So soybeans has at the moment no hope for a rally, and soybeans September contract also the same. It had broken the green resistance, which caused some relief rally, but it's turning back south again. So not so much at the moment. Corn is the best looking, I think, our best promise. 1, 2, 3 touches on the green, 3, 4 touches on the green bottom band, top band, and it is slowly trying to break this blue downtrend from the highs of May. This is a downtrend from the highs of May. Is it going to be broken to the upside or not? That time will tell. But I think it is trying. And I think we have this red bull flag right now. Clearly, if it can break this red top band, which is at 377, 377.50, anything about like $3-4 points, then we rally to new highs, or at least a rally. Cocoa, the green bottom band, I explained to you many times as a potential support, and it did hold. Then the red bull flag was broken and back tested. The blue top band, this is a rising channel or a potential bear flag, was broken to the downside, to the upside, which is obviously very bullish. Now the purple imperfect resistance is holding, so we may come down to the blue, but then after that, a break to the upside is going to open the way for 12,000 or 13,000, and you name it, maybe even all the way to that green top band, which is going to be 17, 18, or 20,000. As long as this green uptrend is holding, it is very, very bullish. Sugar is breaking down, and this red support is broken. And on the October contract, it is bouncing a little bit, 1, 2, 3 touches on this green. So I'm undecided at the moment for a break. I mean, for a major bearish turn, it has to break this green support. I was expecting this to hold, and I'm not expecting the red resistance to break, but if it does, obviously, there's going to be a rally. Let's have a look how this can also unfold. Well, if it touches, well, if it does, it can't break that golden, I'm going to put it on golden color first, of course. Golden downtrend, 1, 2, 1, 2, so quite a few touches on both sides. So if it stays inside the golden downtrend, reverses at the golden top band, comes down and breaks the green, that is going to be opening a new set of selling. And cotton is looking more positive after the bounce off the red bottom band, but if it has, I mean, for a rally, it has to get to the blue and break it to the upside. Now let's have a look at Bitcoin. I mentioned about this red bull flag, but it also is a part of this red major resistance that was broken and back tested. Is it going to clear this resistance rail or zone, right? This zone is clearly around 62,000, 62,700. Somewhere there we have kind of an, let me put this in a rectangle, geometric shapes, and we put a rectangle here, right? This green resistance zone. Okay, so it may get to that green resistance zone and reverse still there. So we got to be careful. Only and only a move beyond that blue major resistance at 69,500 would open the way for a new all-time highs. Ethereum may be telling the truth here for the bears, because if it touches the red, it comes down. If it touches this red broken support, it comes down. Anything above 2900, 2950 would look very, very good. CAS is inside the green bull flag. So far, no real move. PAL is above that green and blue support still. So it is still holding there, holding up. And Zcash, I'm going to the daily chart, that blue top band may still turn into a major resistance. Pepe is inside the green bull flag. Monero has to break 185. That green top band would be the major breakout, 185. OM is coming closer to that red bottom band as a potential support. And if it does hold, we may see it rallying one more time. That red support you can see here, 2 touches on the top. So if it comes here, we may see it rallying again. And Ripple is ripe for a breakout. It needs a little push above 70 cents. If it does break 70 cents, I think we're going to see it rallying. And Solana is inside the golden bull flag. Of course, it has to break around 190 to start a big run again. And Jasmine is inside the blue bull flag. We may come down to the blue plus green, which is going to be around 146. From there, a big rally may start. Aave is targeting that red plus golden, double resistance. ACH is inside this wedge right here. Quite a squeeze, but also this green broken support is going to become a resistance if it gets there. ADA, not so much, nothing really to see. Audio, not much to see. BNB, BNB is interesting because it just broke out of this perfect green bull flag and it stayed inside the red giant uptrend. So Binance Coin may be the champion here. Look at this beauty. That red bottom band, 1, 2, and 3 touches. It is this sideways channel that failed to break out, but this green bull flag is broken. It is a buy signal here again, actually, because you can see here this green bull flag is targeting at least a new high, a new all-time high, and from there maybe a bit more upside, actually much more upside, if this blue sideways giant trend, right, sideways trend, which is a bull flag, this is the failed one, we may see it try again. Chilis, not so much. CKB, not so much. I'm going to put BNB to the upside because that looks very interesting. Data is up another 16%, and the golden top band may hold, pull back, and then a break to the upside would, of course, be very bullish. Dogecoin has to break that green bull flag. So far, no real action. Fetch AI is inside this red. It's this touch on the red bottom band that held, and it pushed it back into this failed golden bull flag. It pushed it back in. So the red uptrend is on, and obviously it has to break out of this golden bull flag. We may see a touch on that black resistance or potential resistance, come back down, and then a break to the upside would be looking very bullish. GRT, I don't have much to say. TIA is inside this red downtrend, and of course it has to get to the red and then break it to the upside. Tezos has to break this green resistance clearly. It gets to the purple and green, sells again, and then a break to the upside. That could become a major short entry right there around 81 cents. And then a rally would be a bullish breakout. I hope it helps. Let me know if you have any questions. Take care, guys. Bye.